Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about an unboxing situation here of the Master Welder Series Vulcan welding cart. This is over at Harbor Freight, for those that don't get it. And anyway, it is about $110 basically after you pay taxes and everything. So this is what you're going to get right here. I did not realize that. I guess I thought that Harbor Freight assembled everything for you, but apparently not. So you're gonna have to assemble this thing when you get it. This is not the cheapest one. Cheapest one is, I think, 50 bucks, something of that nature. I don't want the cheapest because that's not how I operate really. And not only that, I didn't like the way the other one looked. This one here kind of think will suit my needs better. You can see I also got a tank right there of 75/25 for my gas. But this is a 350-pound capacity metal cart, steel construction, 2-tier shelf system, cylinder rack with top and bottom strapping points. Let's see what else. I think if I remember right, there's like a little cubby right here with a plastic container, you know, to hold your replacement tips. There we go. Plastic consumable storage tray, and then of course you got these hooks where you can wrap your cords and that kind of stuff on there. And I kind of like these handles here. The only thing that I'm not liking, and I'm not sure if I can do something about it, but the 2.5 swivel casters, and this here is not too bad. 8-inch wheels. This I'm not too thrilled about. I got a lot of cracks in my concrete. I've got rock. So what I'm saying is that I might go over to, you know, the place again and see if they got bigger ones. I saw some online, and I might just swap those out for actually bigger so that I have a little more off-road capability, so to speak. All right, so I went ahead, as you can see here, got my instructions out, and I've already cut this thing open because it was taped up pretty good. But this is what you're gonna visualize and see when you get inside of it. So it's pretty well packed, you know, labeled, everything bagged up. So this is kind of a cool deal for what it is, I guess. I mean, I don't know where else. I mean, you can buy all kinds of stuff on eBay online. I was looking there too. I'm kind of trying to get away from eBay because I just don't like the way they're doing. I got a dispute with them right now. I ordered a how to build horsepower book, and they didn't send me that book. And then when I contacted the seller, they said, we don't have customer support here. It's at the warehouse. You got to contact the publisher directly, and just a bunch of bullshit. And I'm like, dude, you're the one that sold it. You need to make it right. And then I contacted eBay, and then they got this whole bullshit protocol thing. That's, you know, it's a clusterfuck, and it's really dumb. So I'm getting away from eBay. I'm going to places that are actually physical and there. So that's why I went to Harbor Freight and bought this, because yeah, you can basically buy this. You might say, because you know how the Chinese are. They steal shit, and they've knocked this thing off. And it's not a Vulcan, but it's whatever it is, and it is probably a little bit cheaper, you know, 89 bucks, something like that. But you know what? I'm done supporting the Chinese that are, you know, as much as I can. I mean, obviously this is made in China, no doubt about it. But you know, at least it's local here. The taxes go here, and I'm just doing the best I can with what I, you know, because you can't find this cart made in America. And I was thinking about building my own, but then the amount of time I don't have time anymore. And I still got my Mustang to finish. I want to do this truck. I got my deck to finish. I got too many things to do. And so the reason why I got this here is because I picked up a Lincoln Electric 140 welder on Facebook Marketplace real cheap. And I have a Miller 250. a big, nice weld, but it's too big. I'm running out of room in my garage, and I wanted to shrink. Not only that, like I said, I got to do stuff on my deck, welding wise, and I can't get that huge 250 welder to roll through the rock and the grass and all that and go clear back there to the deck. Plus it's 220 volt, and I don't have a power hookup back there, and I don't want to put one in just to try to, I mean, the welder weighs like 1,200 pounds. It's crazy. With all the tanks and everything that I got on it, because I got 2 tanks, one for steel, one for aluminum, all that stuff, and by the time, yeah, it's just not worth it. So I decided to pick up a Lincoln electric welder, which is about typically $700-800 online or wherever you can find it, and I picked it up with a Craftsman chop saw, pretty brand new actually, a little dusty is all, but it works great, for $400. You cannot beat that at all. I paid half price for that welder with the bonus of having a chop saw, so that's why I did it. But I just don't want to carry that thing around with me all the time, so here I am getting a cart. So again, you can see this is what you're getting. They've got bearings on the wheels there, so that's nice. Again, I'm going to go down and see if I can get bigger casters or not. There's I don't know what that is exactly, but it's all in the instructions there. But I'm just unpacking this here in front of you so that way you know what you're getting when you open this thing up. Here's that little tray that bolts underneath, and obviously the plastic consumables, which is, hey, that's kind of smart, especially for the Chinese. Yeah, I'm racist, right? Who gives a shit? Anyway, yeah, so that's smart. Yeah, I get to use that and double that as a fastener box in the meantime, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Alrighty, so there's the under tray here. Put that over here. I guess I'm looking for those casters. They must be inside here. But again, you got the rubber grip handles right there. Yeah, sorry I'm doing this with one hand, but that's just how I'm doing this because, again, I don't have time to edit videos, you know, put it all on camera, edit video and all that kind of shit. You know, if you guys were to pay me full time, I would do that, but since you don't, and we all know that YouTube's not going to let me do it anyway because, you know, they're shadow banning me because, you know, I got beliefs that, you know, are against communist ideals and against Sharia, diarrhea law and all that kind of shit. So yeah, that's why you're never gonna see me making money on YouTube, just because they're commies. That's why. Alright, let's get this open here one-handed with a knife that in commie Britain or Europe or whatever would be outlawed because, you know, people stabbing each other, that's a bad thing. So let's just take the knives away and that'll solve the problem. Oh, I'm sorry. It hasn't worked. They keep stabbing people, and then either that or they get a car and they run over people, whatever. Well, you import third world, you get third world. And when it comes down to where I gotta do something about it, I promise you, I'll do something about it. Me and Buck will do something about it. Am I inciting violence? I don't know. You fucking figure it out. Alright, here we go. Here's those cards. Alright, so this is what I was looking for. So 2.5 inch in diameter. I mean, cool, right? But I don't know. And it's the stud style, so you're going to have to find another one that has the stud style, but that are bigger. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going back over there, and I'm going to see if they've got something that I can replace those with that are bigger. Here's the box. So it'll probably kick it up higher. I might even see if they got like a 10 or a 12 inch wheel that would work, because if they do, again, I am definitely more interested in making this thing roll much easier. It's not like, you know, technically if I just knew I was going to stay on the concrete here, probably be okay. But again, I got some pretty good cracks forming around here, and I will be rolling it over here on the rock here at some point. And when I go work on my deck, I'm definitely going to be, you know, wanting to go back there. Now, of course, it's small enough I can actually just pick it up and carry it out there, and then I can unhook the tank, carry it back there. But then why would I want to do all that if I could just roll it? But anyway, so you just saw the unboxing of the Vulcan 350-pound capacity welding cart. Like I said, about $110, $120 after taxes and everything at your local harbor freight. We call it that around here because it's just how retarded we are. But guess what? You like it because you keep living here. So anyway, like, subscribe. Not that YouTube's gonna allow me, you know, any exposure, but why don't you just share it with people? That'd probably be the best thing. Share it with people that you know, might dig the attitude or not. I don't give a shit. We'll see you later. Bye.